One Step Ahead, episode 7 with Kay and Adam. Their links to their channels will be in the description as always. And I know you guys are going to say this. I look like crap. You got to understand. All right, I've been sick for 2 weeks. This is finally now. I had to take 2 weeks off of the podcast. I'm finally back. So yes, I know it looks like I haven't slept. I didn't sleep for a week. I barely ate. I'm still regaining that sort of strength and energy. So bear with me, right? Try to be nice with me in the comments below. But this is a long episode. We go through a lot, Blitz recap, going into all Madden, kind of what we're doing, as well as like talking about training, whether to hold or sell going into zero chill. Hope you guys enjoy.
Hi everybody, welcome on into the post Blitz One Step Ahead. We're going to recap everything that happened over this wild weekend and everything that's coming up, what to expect in the coming days and weeks. There's some important stuff you're going to want to know, so pay close attention. Gentlemen, why don't we go ahead and start with, what you guys started with coin-wise before Blitz, what you're at now, and how much stuff you bought. Adam, kick us off, sir.
Yeah, so I started with about 14.5 million liquid coins. I had probably another 4 or 5 in LTDs, strategy items, and whatever else was just sitting in my binder. But I'm right now at 2.6 million coins. So I spent I guess that's 12 million. And my binder is disgusting. I don't even know how many items I have in my binder. I have 1527. So I'm close to that limit. And a lot of it is a range of overalls. I have I went in on 78s and 79s, 80s to 81s, 82s, a bunch of 84s, and I have a ton of 90s to 91s. A lot of it's going to be training, but we'll get into a little bit of the good stuff a little bit later in here. But yeah, that's where I'm at.
All right, I'm going to talk a little bit.
I
got
fill us in how it went down.
Yeah, go for it.
So going into Blitz, I had 25 mil liquid, but I had a bunch of LTDs that I was essentially going to sell day 1 and day 2, which I did. So pretty much went into Blitz with around 30 something, 30 mil, 29, 30 mil. Currently at 2 mil right now. Yeah, 365 players in the binder. I will say I did spread out my investments, but I have some regrets, right? Some I wish I did more of this, less of this. I think the best thing I did, and I think it will really pay off in the long run, is there's the spread overalls, right? Like Adam said, I bought 100-ish, so 70, 79s, 80s, 82s, 80, 45s, and really all four like that 4.5 or less training per. The big thing that I think I'm different from most of us, I went all out on the actual Blitz market, like Blitz players, the batch 1, batch 2, batch 3, batch 4 players. And currently at the moment, they're not, some of them are doing good. Some of them, Breece Hall's kicking my ass right now. The whole entire running back market is in shambles. But overall, I wish I bought a little bit more training. But then again, right, I can still buy training right now. Right, training right now is a great strategy. My monitor. Training right now is a great point. Like you can buy a bunch of 91s, 92s, and 90s now for training like the legend and spin the week market. So I wish I went a little bit more into training, although I did buy, like a ton of 85s, 84s, and I bought a ton of 88 all Maddens for 21K. But the Blitz is where I have a majority of my coins in right now, and it's definitely like a fight. It's a process. I was tripping balls this morning because the cards were getting spammed. They weren't getting bought, but as we've now kind of progressed into just the afternoon, like this is day 1 of the cards not being in the store, pretty much being LTDs. Some of them are starting to rise, and current moment, really, I'm just swapping out the guys that have gone up in price. I know Lindstrom, he's up to around 85K. Stokes up to 75, and I'm selling Gino, Olave, and I'm trying to swap those guys out for training. I am trying to buy some Breece Halls at 160, 165, but he's kind of gone up a little bit. But it was a crazy weekend. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah. I had a blast. This felt like an old school MUT market where there was just always something to do. You log on, you could buy these guys. This time you buy these guys, and it was just really cool to see the market swings when we've had pretty much a stale market the entire year. So I had a blast this weekend. Probably could have made a lot more if and I still can buy training. The Blitz guys aren't going to make me a ton. Still little baby profits on them, but overall I had a blast this weekend. I think everyone streaming. I streamed. I did not play one game this weekend. I streamed probably 4 to 5 hours starting on Thursday night, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And the only reason I got off stream and got off the market was because I had to make a video. for the morning. So I had a blast this weekend on the market. It was heaven, honestly.
Yeah, same. Same category. I think I streamed for about 7 to 8 hours a day, and only got off because I was either starving and had to take a nap before I had to come back later in the evening. In which case, I streamed until I literally couldn't keep my eyes open anymore and had to pass out. So it was fun. I did kind of a mix of both what you guys did. I started with like 24 million flat, like in coins, not counting any limiteds. Down to 8.2 right now. Binder has 1,648 items in it though.
Oh,
I can barely open my make rights. Like I cannot buy anything. I have 44 make right packs sitting in there right now, and more coming tomorrow. I'm like, well, damn it. Like I don't know if I can literally buy anything else. But I spread it out between 8045s, 8687s, 8889s, and 9091s. I bought over 150 of each. Those are kind of my really like, I went for straight training the whole weekend. Yeah. There was very little that I went into. I'm like, oh, this card should go up. The one card that I did do that on was that stupid fullback Jim Taylor, and I'm down 100K on him. Well, thank God I only bought 2 of them. Idiot ass. I wanted that card so bad, and then I found Okoye with honorary lineman activated, or Vanguard activated, and he's a monster. So he's my forever fullback, I think. But it was, I mean, you're not wrong. Like it was crazy. Like it was. There was always something to do, but if you were super smart about it, like we would get on, like all Madden packs would come out. And that was the worst thing to snipe, was all Madden cards.
Oh my God.
It was impossible.
I was ready to throw my controller. I would be honest.
Same. It was so, like by the time I loaded, it was gone. I'm like, I can't do this anymore. It's pissing me off. So I would leave and go do like, what was the last offer? I'm like, oh, it was Team of the Weeks yesterday. Let me go hit those. And they were flooded and super easy to grab.
Yeah.
It was nice, especially when I wasn't streaming. Chat, because God, every time I would get on a filter, it'd be great for honestly like 4 or 5 minutes, and then I'd be fighting everybody in chat. And then the one night I got off and I raided Joe, and I stayed on for an hour and watched Joe, and I sniped, and nobody knew what filter was on. And what do you know? I don't think I missed a single snipe for like 50 straight minutes,
so
man.
So
I hadn't done that in so long. I forgot what it was like, and I'm like, oh, this is why I had so many more coins before I was a streamer. Absurd.
I don't think people realize trying to be a market person and streaming to an audience. It's brutal.
Everything you do is mimicked right away.
I don't even think they mean to do it. I think they're just like, oh, he's doing that. That must be good. So they just do it.
Right. Yeah.
Right. Like I don't think they're trying to like snipe against you. I think it's just like,
right.
Oh,
yeah.
That's where I'm supposed to be.
Right.
Like no.
Like yeah, it was the market as a whole was at like 4.5 to 5, and I think as long as you guys sniped everything at 4.5 to 5. I think you're set. I did like a training check. Yes. Have you guys done a training check yet to see how much you had?
No.
I like doing that though.
I don't know how long I don't even know how long it's gonna take me to like quick like all that.
Dude, I went through and I went through the first 2 100, right? You know, you do like 100 and it's like that's the most. Through the first 200, I think we were at like 4 million, and I'm like, and I wasn't through 88s yet. I'm like, I'm done. I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not even gonna check anymore. Like that was it. So at a minimum. Zero Chill is going to be so much fun.
I feel like this is the thing that we need to talk about, because I think this is what like we're going to get constantly in our streams over the next few days. When do we sell?
Yeah.
I'm saying I'm hold. Like right now I'm holding. I am not selling anything unless I'm making. Okay, I lied. I'm only going to sell cards that are like the higher end market, like the 90s, 91s, 92s. If I can make about 15 to 20,000 profit off those, I'm gonna get out and just have my, like a lot of my training stuff is in the lower overalls, like the 89s and lower. That's where most of my training is anyway. So I'm okay with selling off my higher investments for like a 15K profit.
Yeah, I'm like I think me and Adam have a very similar like binder. We did very similar things this weekend. I mean, there was just like small things, right? Like Friday night, I know Team of the Week cards like tanked down in price, bought a ton of those guys and flipped them for 10, 15 up to 50K profit. Kind of got lucky that I sold them all like Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Like I guess you would say the meta would have been to hold like a little bit longer. But I mean, as soon as you see, in my opinion, as soon as you see that you buy a card for 150, he goes up to 190, right? Just sell, just take the profit.
Right.
That's my thought. Trading though, on the other hand, I am like a stronghold. I think it's a good thing that EL Madden 3 is dropping this Thursday, because I think a lot of people are gonna look to sell, and it will just kind of diminish the entire. Because you gotta understand, I think the Madden community has gotten a lot smarter. Like it's shown, I think, this year, a little bit last year, but this year especially, everyone has training, and I think a lot of people are going to look to sell this Thursday. And I don't think the demand is gonna. I think the demand is not gonna reach the supply at all this Thursday. I think training honestly barely moves. Like seriously, I think it barely moves. Maybe goes to like 5.56 unfiltered. Yeah. But even at that, I just think holding until Thursday. I mean, holding until next zero chill, and I'm fairly confident that zero chill is going to be not this Thursday, but the following Thursday. So you don't have to wait long.
Right. Yeah.
It's not like you have to wait 2-3 weeks. Like you just got to wait a week and a half, right? A week and a half. And even so, I still like buying training. You can buy training at 4.5 per and under.
Right.
I think that's what I'm gonna keep doing. I think I'm gonna like slowly, like what you just said, Joe. Like I'm gonna slowly start selling the higher end market cards, make a little bit of profit, and put that profit, those coins, right back into training.
Yeah, seriously. I mean,
that's my plan.
I have like some few stragglers that I bought on Friday, but like just simple stuff. Like I bought a bunch of Todd Heaps Friday for 150. I had like 8, sold 6 of them for 190, 195 over the weekend. He went back down today to like 130, bought a few more. Legends, I know, like Jerry Rice and Legend was, what is it? Was it Saturday night at the Legend 92 offer, or was it Sunday night? Like bought a bunch of Legends, like a bunch of, my main one was like Ed Reed. I bought like 10 Ed Reeds for 200K. He goes up to 240, just quick flip. I took my like 10, 15K profit. I know I bought a few like Jerry Rice's, and even yesterday, I got kind of dumb lucky on a bunch of my things. Cause I bought a bunch of like Emmitt Smith, Dante Culpeppers, Ionis Williams on Saturday night and like Sunday for 125, 130. And I lazy sold them yesterday and the other day for 155 and 157. Like I made 10K profit. Now those guys are down to 120. Kind of got lucky on those, to be honest. So, but yeah, I'm with Adam completely on like the higher end guys just look to take the 10, 15K profit minimum. But training, I think everyone, the whole entire community, I think, is a consensusly like we're holding till zero chill. Yeah. The demand for zero chill is just it's 50 times what it's going to be this Thursday. So many new people are going to be playing the game. Presence, we don't even know. Like, I think the zero chill has potential to be amazing because I love the legend pool this year. They can go crazy with those. There's so many, like the team. Even looking at today, like we get Marshall Falk 94. Like Marshall Falk hasn't been in the game for 3-4 years. I would love to see him maybe be a part of zero chill, but like the legend pool this year's awesome. I think zero chill has the potential. Like I think it was Madden 18 or 19. There was one of the years, Madden 18 or 19, where they had every single legend got a ghost card, and it was awesome. Ooh, Tom Brady.
Yeah, I just saw it.
That grandpa, man, that fossil. Guy needs to retire.
Yeah, but he's our guy tomorrow.
Wow.
I will say, I one thing tomorrow to look out for are AKs. I think the 98K market is going to be at like 50K. I love that. I love those buys.
You think so?
Yeah, they're already down to like 65, 70.
I know, but like what one's going to the power up?
What do you mean?
When isn't the AKA like the main AKA like say for example the 93s? Don't you have to put the 91 into like that power up? I guess.
No, it's like they're 80, 85, and it's like 83 and 85, I think, or something.
But that's all it is?
Yeah, it's the 2 lower cards.
Oh, okay.
You know, you do put in the highest card, but it's like legend. You get it back BND from the set.
No, for the AK there was no.
There was. No, because you could. Yeah, no, you get the highest set piece back as a set. I'm almost positive.
I take it back. I didn't buy Okoye. I didn't build Okoye. I just bought him, and then it took his 82 and 85, and then to power him all the way up.
The power up process is weird on the AKs because like you just get a +1 to a certain stat, and that's it. So it's not.
Yeah, I needed to unlock his ability that I wanted.
Ability. That's it. Yeah.
Okay, well, so I'm looking at me, Joe, right now, right? So, but what I'm saying is that people are getting a free 93 or a 94 tomorrow, right? Whoever they decide, they're not going to get this previous stuff. People are going to have to power if they want to power them up. They're going to need those lower pieces, right?
Yeah, the new pieces of Tom Brady. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that I don't know. Do you think that goes up enough?
Nah, just because
it'll just be those 2.
The new 90 plus pack is going to have to flood the 90 market. And with training being super cheap, the pack is going to cost even cheaper. I mean, you can go right now. I'm almost certain the 90 AK market, like the B-Dog, Chad Johnson, Chris Johnson, they're already at like 65K. I'll check real quick. But
good. I was buying some yesterday for under 50 to make sure that I had them, knowing that people would want to power them up tomorrow.
Yeah. So like because like Brian Dawkins, his 90 or whatever was going for like 100K for
See, there's a
long time.
CJ2K that just got listed for 55. I mean, that's
How
a
about,
snipe.
but
Right,
like
right.
60 though.
though. But just think about the people who are going to go after. I'm probably going after Dawkins.
Yeah, I was gonna say Dawkins probably.
I feel like
No,
those ones might go, but I think it's too late to invest in those anyways. But
I'm just thinking that they're gonna get flooded just like the normal AKA investing, just because the 90+ pack is gonna make the 90s just get flooded on the market. And if they're 50K, it's a good buy because people are gonna, like you said, need them. I didn't even think about that, but people are gonna need them to power up.
Yeah, and it's going to be those ones. So this could be like, I know we didn't get team builders, but this could be a mini team builder, right? Because there's probably going to be a set they're probably going to have a 91 and an 86, right, to power up Tom Brady and Slay.
Always.
Right, so there'll be a new pack to build those.
Right.
And that'll be almost like our team builder thing. Even like there's a team builders, or not team builder, there's a 85 AKA player set you can build for 580 81s. So that could drive up the small stuff. I lied. It's 480s and 282s. So essentially a team builder pack, almost exactly the same.
That Tom Brady's actually pretty good.
Yeah, I like my Vic though way too much. I'm such a toter now that I can't.
Yeah. See, I'm looking at Dawkins 90 overall. He's going for 109,000.
Jeez.
His 90 is?
His 90 is going for 110. I
Bro,
don't know if this price went up.
Get out. No, he's 69 on Xbox. You PlayStation guys are wild.
Okay, well, he's 110 on PlayStation. So
I only bought one because I knew he was who I was going to take and I wanted to stock up on him. So I bought him at like 45 yesterday.
Oh, wow. Okay.
No, but pretty much what I'm trying to say more is like, we're getting that refreshed 8 because we're going up in overall. So it's going from 89 to a 90+. And if the 90s are at like 50K, and I think they're at 60 right now, I can't see them like.
Yeah.
Usually they crash like when this new refresh pack comes out. Like I think it was 89s.
Yeah.
No, I think 90s, 98 days for 50 might be.
Everyone has training. Everyone has cheap training. So everyone's gonna open that pack regardless.
And anybody who gets Brady or Slay, right? They don't have to open up these packs tomorrow. Right? They're looking for 2 cards, right? Like I know I'm not opening up packs hoping I get a 90 Brady if I'm getting Brady tomorrow. Right? Or if I'm getting Slay or 91 Slay. So I don't think many packs get out. I think people are burned out on packs. Right? It should be a slow pack week. Because I feel like people are going to, no one should be spending money when you get a free card tomorrow, right? Free 94 means I'm not buying anything. So I think that part will be slow. So I do think that the under market on these should be fairly solid, hopefully.
Yeah.
We'll see. Can we talk about, I'm going to talk about dumb people for a minute.
I know. I must have heard you say idiot, moron, and dumb people probably like 20 times just this
stream. Yeah, 20 times a stream. Affectionately though.
Yeah, of course.
Can I, and I think it's our fault, right? Can I just go out and state that I think it's our fault? Because we had told people, like every other YouTuber and content creator that works around Madden, especially around Blitz, had told people that, hey, when new stuff comes out, that's what you want to go snipe. I don't think we emphasize the word snipe big enough, right? Because Team of the Weeks had come out, and this happened to Team of the Weeks, All Maddens, and Harvest. Those 3 specifically.
The Harvest market didn't move.
Yeah, that one didn't move at all. Well, those packs were bad. Let's talk about Harvest real quick. So Harvest comes out. Packs come out. And the packs weren't good, right? The packs gave out a bunch of 84s. Not great. We said snipe, meaning buy cheaper. Due to, with increased availability, buy cheaper. These idiots raised the price 100K in a half hour. They didn't you didn't snipe it. They just said, oh, All Madden's out. I better go buy All Madden, and waited till Aaron Rodgers went from 425 to 500 to buy him.
Yeah.
What? I was so dumbfounded. And that happened with Team of the Weeks. I saw some go up. Same thing. Team of the Week packs came out and they went up. Yeah. And All Madden did the same thing. The All Madden stuff came out. I was at a loss. To see cards
just the
jump
first night, though. The first night was crazy. I think it was just everyone buying back their team. Everyone everyone was waiting, and as soon as they got the first sniff of the cards, kind of being the same, they just thought oh, we're gonna buy first night. I will say I was confused. The Harvest market didn't move all weekend, but the All Madden Team of the Week and Legend both
Eventually.
All Madden.
Eventually, yeah. Come Friday and Saturday, everything tanked out.
All Madden tanked.
Oh, yeah, they're
There
down
was
real
so
bad.
much stuff
Like the
tanked.
first time when they had their first offer, it went up. They were like,
Yeah.
buying them for like 30K, the 88s, and then
Right.
Yeah.
a day later they were like 19, 20, and like,
Yeah.
what did you buy them?
Yeah, I remember specifically the All Maddens came out like, okay, we'll go snipe these. And I knew that 88s, we wanted under 25, right? 89s, I know I wanted under 35.
Yeah.
And I watched the 88s climb to like 38,000. I'm like, what are you guys doing? What is happening? I said, we want training at 5. I wanted everything at 5, right? No matter what it was. Like I focused on training all weekend. I didn't care what overall it was, what program it was. If you were at 5, I was buying it.
Yeah.
People were buying these 88s. All Madden players, which you need 12 of to build a 93 for like 40,000 coins. And then literally 18 hours later, those same cards were at 20,000 coins, half price, and the 93s were at half price. So, patience. Patience every time. That is the worst word. They don't. I swear to God, I can tattoo that on my forehead and it still won't work.
It was immediate. Like people, like Joe said, I think people try to buy back their team immediately, and obviously there was one offer that came out, and people started buying back their teams. Obviously, the whole
That's crazy.
The market wasn't gonna move enough, but
yeah, it was just I feel like the people weren't buying the big bundles that much.
I also agree on that.
Yeah, like people just weren't buying the big bundles. It was more so the Blitz Bucks offers were the ones that were really moving the market. Like All Madden, the 12,000 offer that gave out, what was it, 2 or 3 full 93 All Maddens, that made like literally 93 All Maddens go up. But then later that night when they released I think it was just an All Madden pack for like 600 Blitz Bucks, boom, crash. And like you were able to do the All Madden sets for 260, 250.
Yeah.
It was crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, I do want to address a comment in the chat real quick, though. Someone said the big crash was before Blitz and not during, and I can tell you 1,000% that is wrong. I have a sheet, right? All of us have, like, we track this stuff, right? So let's just take 90s as a whole. 90s as a whole, right? Let's go the week before, right? So 1 week beforehand, I'll go Saturday. Saturday, November 19th. 90s were selling at 125. Okay, Sunday through Tuesday, or Sunday through Wednesday, 116. Thursday, the start of Blitz, 70. All weekend long, 50 and under. Yesterday got up to 62. Today back to 57. So the idea that the drop didn't happen during the weekend is absolute nonsense. Training literally dropped 70% in a week. It dropped half in a day between Thursday and Friday, or between Wednesday and Friday. It dropped to half. So it came down 50, or like what, 40% before that, then another 50%. Like that is wild drop off during Blitz. Like, wasn't that we got, and there wasn't getting anything wrong. People bought things at the wrong time, right?
Yeah.
If you bought Team of the Weeks or All Madden players at 40,000 per 88 and not buying them at
20
at
19.
20, 19, 18 now. There was, what do you mean there was no huge, you guys are out of your mind. Okay,
Well,
Smooth, whatever.
I think what a lot of people are also like, I think maybe the higher end market, like
that's what they're.
I think
really
that's what
talking about.
I think that's what they're mad about. Like the
No,
high end market
100%.
crashed a little bit, right? It crashed. Sorry, it went
Even the
down
high, okay.
low. Well, show me what were the 94s at?
So
oh, no, sorry, not 90,
I have the
Go ahead.
prices right in here that I tracked them on Wednesday,
Okay.
right? Deion Dawkins 631,000, CJ 2K 630,000. On Saturday, they were down to 400,000. Now they're worthless. They're at 200. Art Monk was 530. You can buy them right now for 240. Jeff Saturday and Jim Taylor were both over 600,000.
Oh wow.
Consistently right now under 300. What do you mean there was no, the high end market went down. The card that you wanted it to go down didn't go down. You wanted harvest cards to go down, right?
Yeah,
Let's talk. People wanted harvest cards to tank.
It was all harvest.
Right?
Harvest was the one thing that, like, you can technically say the crash happened before Blitz, and then it kind of just like because it was the first night. Rodgers and Moss went down to like 350 for 20 minutes, and they shot back up to 420, and they did stay there pretty much the entire weekend.
Yeah.
I think that's really what people are talking about, where they say like,
agree.
"Oh, the crash, like nothing really." Okay, Harvest
everything
guys,
crashed.
Everything
guys
crashed.
didn't move.
Except for Harvest. Yeah.
Legends, I'm looking at, right? Like, just if you take a look at the prices from last week to this week, and even just from the start of Blitz, right? Like Jerry Rice, right, 240. He went down to 200. It was Saturday night. Now he's like 170. So I just think it's mainly the Harvest market, because those are very popular cards, right? Rodgers, Moss, Darren Waller, Jeremy Chin.
They're still pretty
those guys
new.
didn't move, but
they just came out, right? Like those were still like the go-to players. We didn't get Harvest offers at all in last year's Blitz.
But all the other markets though, like all the other markets, tanked at certain points throughout the weekend.
Right.
They tanked.
They did.
Yeah,
Even
and Smooth, I can 100% attest it is not only because TVPs went away. There was the most ridiculous influx of cards that you will see ever in the year is during Blitz. I track this every single year. I can go back 5 years when TVPs didn't exist and show you the exact same trend of a 60% drop year after year after year. This is not made up. But I don't even make predictions on cards coming out, homie. I don't guess on shit in this game. I say this is what happened. This is what we expect to happen again, right?
Yeah.
I have the data, bro. I'm a math fucking nerd. I do this for a living. I am a math nerd. I am a spreadsheet fucking data nerd, and it is exactly the same year after year after year.
Yeah.
People think that we just like straight up on certain things, like just guess, like we're guessing these go down. Like no, everything that I buy is based off of history and what happened before, because normally what happens before, same type of trend will happen eventually again. But I don't know. There was definitely a lot of conversation
it's
like
weird.
in the community about how like like everyone was like, I had people in comments like, oh, the market didn't crash. I'm like,
but like it did.
It went to exactly where we thought. If you will go back to last week's show with Adam and I, we said last Tuesday, Adam and I said, I'm hoping training gets to 5, and that's when I want to buy it at. It sat at 5 all weekend. We nailed that prediction literally to a T. Based on old trends. Adam and I have almost an identical spreadsheet. We track the exact same data. Like we have different ways of going about it, but we track it the same way. So like it's not made up.
Yours goes further back than mine, but like that, like it's the same thing, the same thought process. I don't know. It's like what I don't get as well. Go ahead. Go ahead, Joe.
Yeah, I'm seeing comments like the crash before the crash was. Yeah, that was no. We're not gonna like deny that the crash before the crash was not big, but people are saying that there was like zero crash after Blitz started, and that's just untrue.
It's not true. Yeah,
that's just untrue. But yeah, the crash before the crash was big, but that always happens, right? Like if you that was when the Harvest guys really dropped. Like they were 600, 700K. See, that's the part that like bugs me a little bit on the Harvest market is Aaron Rodgers and like Randy Moss were 700K the week before, and like they got down to 400K.
Right.
Like people were still complaining about their price. Like you saved 300K. I went back and looked at my sale prices of my cards a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. Right. I sold Ed Reed for 631K.
Right.
And he's 200K now. I sold Jerry Rice for 600K.
It was 2 shows ago that we talked about when to sell the team, and I was pretty adamant that then was the time. 2 weeks beforehand. You can't wait till the day before program comes out and go to sell things. It's already everyone's already on it by then.
Yeah.
Right. You have to wait. You have to go way before that.
Yeah.
I disagree that the crash wasn't as big as content creators say. Like I don't know what did you guys expect? Like did you guys
2
expect
coins per? Like just like free trades?
Yeah.
Like, what do you expect?
Like, some of these specific cards. Okay, Randy Moss didn't go down to 250K, but all Madden guys were. What 2 weeks ago they were 600K.
600,000.
Going into Blitz, they were like what 375, 400K.
400. They were somewhere over 400.
And throughout the entire on you could have done this on. You could actually still do this right now, but Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you could build the all Madden guys for 250K. Any one of those. So to say there wasn't a drop from like even from 350 to 250. That's a massive drop. That's a massive
lunacy.
drop.
Yeah.
Really, the only cards that did not drop post Blitz was Harvest. It's the only market that did drop. Legends drop.
I'm gonna show this screen real quick. I know. I'm gonna show. This is the I don't think I have a browser added on here. Hold on, let me add in the browser tab real quick.
But it was also a lot of it was timing, right? Like you could have got not got a like now everything's just so cheap. Like it was timing. Blitzes, we've talked about this. It's timing is important when you're sniping cards. You have like that little window. You got
Right.
Snipe pools, like expect like the higher end cards. Like
Yeah.
the low market stayed at 4 or 4.5. All like it didn't matter when you opened like it didn't matter when you went to go snipe the low end market. The higher end market, there was certain times you had to be on to grab it.
Yeah. So this is Micah Parsons. This is Micah Parsons.
Okay.
This is November 21st, right? Which was last Monday. 504,000. People are starting to prep for Blitz, right? So the price is coming down a little bit. 499, 470, 424 on November 24th. Thanksgiving Day, still 410, which is the start of Blitz. Let's go ahead and put a marker in that day, right? Here's the start of Blitz.
Yeah.
To today, 285, even all during Blitz, 316. So how is this not a during Blitz crash? I don't really comprehend where some people's brain works here, though. Like this dip right here is Blitz.
Yeah.
That drop off right here from the 24th on, this is Blitz. I don't know what.
I hate to go after the comments, but like
that's a 50% drop.
Snipe, like when a particular offer for the promo happened, like yeah, maybe there were certain times, but did you guys snipe? Like, were you guys on the market Saturday night when the Legend 92 offer came out? Because cards went down 30%. Ed Reed went from 250 to 180. Jerry Rice went from 220 to 170. There was like I just think the first night got such a bad taste in people's mouths. It's like they didn't even like I get it the first night when the 93 offers came out, but then again, I'm gonna say this: the 93 offer dropped, and yes, Harvest guys went technically like there was like a 10-15 minute where they went down, but they went up. But Team of the Week guys, like I know two of the most popular players, Justin Jefferson and Patrick Peterson, they were snipeable and they were buyable. I watched it for 350K, and yeah, they went up to 500K an hour or two later, but
there was a small window. We talked about windows.
There was an opportunity. There's a small
right.
And then again, if you like weren't available for the small window, then like who cares?
Well, we
went down later in the weekend. That's what I'm.
In one of our tips from last week, I know Adam and I had specifically said you're going to snipe first, buy stuff first, and then open your packs after, because you only had a 15-minute window to buy stuff.
Okay, I want to also.
Go ahead.
Okay, I just want to go on and like let's talk about B Smooth's comment. He's saying, would this have happened if because he's saying the reason why it crashed is that was TVPs. I think it made there was like no floor. Like it could have went as low as we wanted to. There was nothing keeping it like to a certain point, right?
Yeah.
There was nothing keeping it to do like 8 coins per because there's no TVPs. But like yes, if TVPs were still in the game at the time, it would have been a little bit different for sure. I definitely agree, but it wasn't. So like I don't know why like we can't really.
Well, so here's the thing though, with TVPs not in the game, it would have meant you really had to sell your stuff 2 weeks prior, right? Because here, let's go back to data real quick though. Here's here's Madden 22, right, with no TVPs. Okay, let's just take a look at 92s. Let's go 2 weeks before Blitz, right, which would be what, the 11th?
Yeah. The
12th. Training's at 18.5 per. Let's fast forward 2 weeks to Blitz. It's at 8. 87,000 down from shit. It was even more just a few days before that, but let's go mediocre here and say 160. It dropped 50% in 2 weeks because of Blitz, not because of TVPs. TVPs kept prices up longer this year.
Yes.
The crash still happened though, man. You're not going to beat me in math. I'm sorry. I have math in my fucking back pocket.
No, he's definitely like there definitely is like some truth to the TVP. Like because before even Blitz kind of technically started, the market did go down to like 6, but yeah, I mean this is the first year we've had TVPs in the game.
Right. Well, even last year,
the Blitz crash happens every year.
The 4 or 5 days before Harvest started, it went from 18, right, all the way down to 12. That's, I mean, and then down to 8 after that, right? So if you sell, like, that's why 2 weeks ago, the show 2 weeks ago, I was prepping for that drop off, right? The pre-crash, telling everybody to sell then. TVPs kept that market higher and stable until they went away. And then it went, oh shit, we were supposed to drop 2 weeks ago, and then dipped off. and
Yeah, it's
then
kinda-
really
it's
tanked
really
off during
cool.
Blitz.
Bailout for the people that held too long. Seriously, like,
Right, a lot of you guys got really saved. You could still sell
Yeah.
Wednesday and not get. You could have sold Barry for 450 on
Yeah.
Wednesday and still been okay, and bought him today for 200 flat.
Exactly. Yeah, some of the windows were not 30 to 40 minutes. Yeah, we said 30 to 40 minutes, but some were a little bit shorter. Some were a little bit longer.
Oh yeah,
Some happened like
yeah.
a couple, like you had like 2 hours to snipe before the market started to go back up. Like it all depends. Like we don't have the exact number per
Yeah.
per window. We
yeah,
don't know
right.
what people are gonna be interested in, but
The
like
Blitz
that's what it was
promo.
in the past. Like they're both 30 minutes usually.
The Blitz promo is the promo of the unknown. It's a reactionary
Yeah.
promo. Like, yes,
Yeah.
we can say all this stuff, like do this at this, A, B, black and white, but it's very like just a reactionary thing. Like you find what is down at a certain time and you buy that. Like,
Yeah.
I will say this. I think the 1 hour offers this year were not that good. And I think that's what people maybe are a little bit more disappointed in.
Yeah, the first
It's
night
like
was
one of-
really good, but after that they were kind
The
of weak.
first night 93 plus, that was the best. And like the 92 legend offer was awesome. Like I was sniping
Yes.
legends for 30 minutes during
Like
that.
more
But
than though 30. I was getting in for like I was in there for like almost an hour sniping legends.
But I was
That night.
disappointed on like the game, technically the pro game day offer was a really good value, but it just wasn't that like fun of a pack to open.
Right,
as
right.
well as what was it? There was like the Harvest Elite 5 bundle. Like that was kind of a boring offer. And you could even say last night the hour offers literally just a quick sell. Like you're just
Yeah, I
spending
skipped it.
$10
I wasn't even online for it. I'm going to bed.
200K. I would have liked to see a little bit more creativity on EA's part. Like give us a 91 or 92 plus team of the week, just one time, or give us,
Yeah.
I'd love to see a Redux.
Well, that Choice
offer
93
this
pack, to be honest, was really a Fire Fantasy pack. They just didn't call it that.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Oh yeah, that pack was that pack was.
Oh yeah,
really
I got
good.
the even
And
that
also-
Thursday night.
okay.
Out of that pack, I got CJ2K and Dawkins. Sold both of them for over 400, and they're both at 200 now.
Yeah, and another
So-
thing about that, the market, the reason why you didn't see a lot of cards just drop off there is because it was a wide range of cards, right? It wasn't just
Yeah, it
like
was.
all Madden players. It was everything. So like you had to like look for snipes out there.
And you gotta understand, when you open that pack, you're gonna choose the most expensive players. So
Exactly.
everyone is.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Patrick Peterson and Justin Jefferson were probably the most popular cards chosen in that pack, and those cards did go down. Right? They went from
They did.
it was like 550, 600. They went down to 350, and then they were 400K for like that complete hour. And then right after that offer went away, boom, they shot up to 600K, or not 600K, 500K. Sorry.
Right.
But the offers were a little bit underwhelming. But I think the real market and the opportunity was in the Blitz Bucks offers, like the cheap ones, like the ones that were being bought a lot. Like there was the Gridiron Guardians one for like 300 Blitz Bucks. You can crash the 70 to 79 market, crash the 83 market for Gridiron Guardians. There was a lot of opportunities. Maybe the high end market like didn't move. I still disagree. The harvest market didn't move. Everything else took an
Okay.
absolute
I agree.
dump. Right?
Yeah.
It took a massive
Even now,
crash, but
I mean, all weekend long, 92
Yeah.
and 93s hovered around 7 to 9 per. They were way overvalued. And like, I'm sure you guys are doing the same. I was telling people to, still get out of them, right? Because even now we're seeing them at 6.9 and 3, so they came down a little bit more today. But the higher over card, like that's why we track these prices and stuff. Like we tell you like what the best training value is. If something's overvalued, like going forward, like we were talking about when to sell. If I have a card in my binder and it's at a 10 training value, I'm selling it. I don't care. You know what I mean? Like I know that I bought it at 5 or
Right.
less. So if it's at 10, I'm doubling my coins off of it. And I played
is
that
one
the
of those-
whole way.
It's one of those markets where you do kind of need like remember the prices you bought certain cards at. And
You do.
like seriously, like I even just tracking like my Blitz guys, right? Like Mika Fitzpatrick is one of them now. I again got lucky, sold pretty much all mine off for 250 in the past 2 days. But again, like today, I bought some for 170, but like I'm not expecting 250K for Mika. As soon as he gets up to 200K, boom, I'm selling. I'm taking my 10K profit. One thing also I want to talk about the first night offer, the 93 plus, the 2-time. I think a lot of people missed the window, and there was a window. Like I promise you, I wouldn't even go.
That was quick though.
That night, I did not even go on the 93 filters because I knew they would be war out there. I actually, when I was looking at like Blitz guys, personally,
Yeah.
I think a lot of people like opened their pack and like just stared at it and looked at it.
Right.
And it took like 10 minutes. It took like 10 minutes to decide who they wanted to choose. They choose
somebody
the player. They sell their card. They go to the auction house and they're like, "Oh shoot, I missed like the cards didn't drop. I have a screenshot from my stream. I'm not kidding. I went on the 93 market for 5 minutes and I refreshed the harvest market. I have one refresh of the harvest market. And you know what was up there? It's Aaron Rodgers for 350 at like 59th minute mark. So to say that there wasn't, there was a very small opportunity. There was a very small window. There was a window. Like there was a window. And then again, like who cares if you missed the window? Like who cares if you missed team of the week so-and-so for 350? Because a day later they were down. Like the entire team of the week market went down except like JJ and Jefferson or JJ and Cap were like 500K. But
even with the harvest ones, the harvest offers were almost like a bonus because none of us expected them to show up at all.
One thing also with the harvest guys, if you really wanted to grind out, you could actually have done those sets for around 350 if you were super tedious and bought 84s and 80s and you could build the 88s for 24K and then string those out to the 93s if you really wanted to get down and dirty for the harvest. But I don't know. I just think that there's I don't know. There's like a misunderstanding, like how, I don't know. I'm still.
Yeah, I guess now, to me, like the only ones that didn't go down were 2 team of the weeks, right? And the harvest champions. Everybody else is down 50%, even the high overall ones. Like I said, I looked at the highest legends are down half of what they were.
No, you're right. And like and you could have, if you didn't want, like, yes, the higher, like the 93 harvest cards were really tough to like grab like for cheap.
Yeah,
you
those
could
cards
build them for 375. You were able to build them for 375.
Those cards were stingy. I'll say that. Like the harvest market, that's one thing. I was kind of shocked because there were multiple offers for the harvest content and they did not move. But
yeah, you were able to like literally make free trading off that.
I just don't understand. Like the old Madden one is like the one to me that's like just dude, are we on the same market? Like these guys were 600K, then 400K. Now then they went down to 350 and you could have done their sets. Like it took 5 minutes and you could have done their set for 260.
I think they're upset because those cards didn't go down to 5 coins per. But that's not what we were ever. It was never going to go down to 5.
Yeah, the entire market.
The high end market. Those are high end market cards.
The high end market this entire year has never been trained. This is like the 1 year. You're normally training. You would buy like 89s, 90s, and 91s during content drops. But this year it just happens to be like 84s, 85s, 86, 87s. So like were people expecting all Maddens to be 200K each? Like I don't.
Maybe I mean.
Really
I don't know.
I really don't.
I mean, shit, they are now. I mean, you just had to be, again, patient enough. You know what I mean? Like, if something's not a good value, you just don't buy it. Right? Like, I told people, they were like, when do I buy Harvest? I'm like, you don't. Just wait. And they couldn't comprehend that answer. I was like, they're not a good value.
Pressed to buy their entire team back on Thursday night. It's almost like what it felt like. Everyone felt like, I have to buy my team.
And that's just it. Yeah, they were determined they had to buy Moss, Rodgers, Lawrence Taylor. I'm like, why don't you just go with other guys that are basically the same, right? Yeah. But just way cheaper. I don't comprehend it. I even pulled up because I saw you and CC had a conversation beforehand.
Yeah. Well, that conversation happened on like Friday morning. So
yeah, Friday was Thursday night and Friday morning were weird, so it made sense.
Like
yeah,
CC like he was like in theory like see, I don't understand the argument. I think it was he was like, oh, people don't like the window was short, but like the window's always short. The Christmas market crash window's 45 minutes.
Right.
So I don't understand why people were saying like, do you expect the window to be longer?
And that one's only that long because everybody has to open up those fucking presents. That one takes hours. For me, it takes hours to open all of them.
Yeah.
It's always like this. It's never a. But then again, like later on in the weekend, every single.
Well, he had posted up the cards that he sold, and the prices for. Like he sold Barry for 600,000. Yeah. Yeah, he sold Barry for 600,000. So right now, I'm like, he's up 400K on one card. Right.
I mean, yeah, but when the offers go live, buy. But there's multiple offers. You don't have to buy the first offer.
Right. Yeah. Parsons, he sold for 600,000. Elway sold for 4.1. I think we saw Elway at like 2 flat over the weekend.
No, I don't think. I think Elway was up the entire weekend.
Was he? I thought I looked and somebody said that he was down.
I didn't see that. Again, I was kind of shocked by it because I'm like, oh, Rodgers is like 1/10 of the price, so you would think, you know.
Oh no, yeah, Elway was up. That's weird. How weird Elway was up.
My original theory was Elway would go up if we didn't get Rodgers because people would be wanting to buy him back. But yeah, I don't know. There was so much stuff to do like this weekend. You could
my God,
vested
it's
sets
amazing.
were amazing, right?
Well,
There was
yeah.
multiple team of the week sets to do that. You could pick like 50K off of. They're kind of chalk right now because team of the guys are down, but I don't know. I think
Harvest was, yeah.
Yes.
this weekend was great.
Right,
This
right.
weekend
And
was
and
great,
and again, to like reiterate, I know a lot of like to point out comments in chat. A lot of people said every creator said go buy these when offers were out. We did not say at a higher price, right? If they went up, right? And you just held off and just didn't buy them back yet because they
like,
eventually came back down. But even like I was pressing the whole beforehand that like training guided my whole weekend. Like I said, like I bought everything at 5 and under. So as far as I'm concerned, the market can't beat me, right? Like the market can't beat me because we have zero chill coming. We have we have a training reroll tomorrow that I'm going to talk about in a minute. And then zero chill. And then should it be immediately following that, TVP should be back. Right? So like that's 3 bumps in training that I feel are well on the way. Let's start off with the one tomorrow, though, the All Madden reroll, just real quickly, so I'm sure this will be a one-word answer. How many coins are you spending on All Madden rolls tomorrow?
Wait, is it tomorrow? No, Thursday.
Thursday. I'm sorry. Yeah, Thursday.
Absolutely
Zero.
nothing.
Okay.
Zero.
Okay. Yeah, I figured it'd be a one-word answer. Yeah, because hell no, if presents are coming out in 11 days, you want me to blow my training on punk-ass Tom Brady? Hard pass.
No, whoever, like, no, I'm not.
Especially when the 93s are 200K right now.
But look,
right?
Let's all root for the market to go up on Thursday.
Yeah.
We may not sell, but let's root for the market to go up on Thursday.
Right. It should. I think it's at 5 right now. Right. Let's say like across the board, it's pretty much like 5. I think like at the high end, fully optimistic, like 7. At the most. I'm thinking maybe we just breeze into the low 6s tomorrow. That might be it.
Yeah, I don't think it goes up as much as people think. Just because everyone has training.
Right.
Everyone's prepared for zero chill. Everyone has training, so it's going to be kind of hard. Like if it's just, I think the demand is not going to outweigh the supply this Thursday.
Yeah.
For All Madden.
Like,
Kind of shocked that we're getting All Madden 3 this early.
I agree.
But I'm all for it.
Me
Yeah.
too. Like a comment in the chat with Spybot. He's like, when do you know when you like when to snipe or when to sell back, right? So here's like our plan. We kind of just went through it. We should see a little spike on Thursday with the All Madden with the reroll. People have cheap training. They're gonna go in. They don't have patience. They're gonna go in. A lot of people will go in. Not everybody. And then I'm waiting on that. The more the training keeps going up, the better it is for us. Like I'm holding right till presence.
Spybot, though, to your original question of like how do you know when to buy cards and what to buy cards at? My thing that I used this weekend was MUTGG, right? I had MUTGG up on my computer, and when I was like, for example, I think the most interesting time in the market for me was Friday night when team of the weeks were down. Just using MUTGG, it was just simple stuff like I looked up a card. I'm gonna give an example of Jay Cutler, right? Jay Cutler. So Jay Cutler, Saturday or Friday night, team of the week market. There was again, this was like the process of like sniping when there was packs out. There was a team of the week offer that gave out a 91 through 93 team of the week as a topper, I think it was. So the 91, 93 team of the week went down, and all I pretty much did was sat and I refreshed, and I kind of learned the market as I went on. But if I didn't know the price of a card that I wanted, I would just simply look at their price from like 2 days ago. Here's a perfect example. Ronde Barber, right? Ronde Barber was popping up for like 290, and I simply went on MUTGG, went to Ronde Barber, checked his price from 2 days ago, and it would be like 350, 360. So I'm like, okay, that's a little dip. So I bought 2 for 290, and then of course, a day later, I sell him for 370. And I was doing that, and you could do that with when the legend market was like that on Saturday night. Simple thing like Ed Reed. Now I know Ed Reed was like 250, but Ed Reed went down to 185, 200K. You're like, I don't know if he's gonna go back up. Just simply, you look at his price from 2 days ago, he was 250. So you're like, okay, so that really was where his market was. And then again, you kind of take like multiple factors into things. Like Ed Reed is still a very good card, a popular position. He's a safety. Now there's certain cards, right? Like I would say like running backs and quarterbacks are probably the hardest cards to flip. So like Dante Culpepper, for example, he went down to 125, and that was a good buy. But like Dante Culpepper, like who's really buying Dante Culpepper for their team, to be honest. Another thing with the team of the week guys, just like little stuff to factor in, like when you're ever sniping, You know, like right now, honestly, it's a good market, but like I went after a lot of legend team of the weeks because I know the legend theme team is very, very popular. Simple guy, Todd Heap, right? Todd Heap was like 145, 150 Friday night. I checked on MuchEG what he was going for prior to Friday, like Wednesday and even Thursday. Todd Heap was like 200K. So I bought a bunch of them for 150, sold them for 195 Saturday and Sunday night. Now he's back down to 130. So what do you think I did today when I saw Todd Heap for 119 and 125? I bought a few.
Right.
I bought a few. Seriously. MuchEG is your best friend during a market crash and like a flood of cards. Now, we never can truly predict, like, seriously, it was all over the place. Like, it was all over the place this weekend with supply. Like, you felt like, oh, this offer that came out, this should flood the market. It didn't. Well, this offer that's like, oh, you know, it's mediocre.
So I think I have a theory on why that happened.
Okay, go for it.
Yeah. So last year we had offers at 8 a.m., noon, 4 p.m., 8 p.m., and midnight. This year we had offers at noon, 11 p.m., and midnight. So the offers were out for 12 hours at a time, except for the 1 hour special offers, right? Which weren't that great, like we talked about. People had all day to go in and buy these, right? So like sometimes that initial like big drop, or not big drop, but like there'd be a big wave of people sniping that for the first like hour or two. But I would come back hours later and the prices would all still be at 5 under. Right? Like it was easy. Right. That's how I ended up with 150 of each overall, because the minute one got tough to snipe, I was like, I'll just switch. And I'd go from 88, 89 team of the weeks to all Maddens to most feared. And then I'd switch over to 90, 91 team of the weeks and legends. And I would just keep rotating around every few minutes. Once things like, oh, this one seems a little stale, let me just literally change one piece of my filter and either change the overall or the program and just go nonstop. And at some points, like there weren't even a ton of cards up, but they were still at great value. Like I was on team of the week 90-91s doing all offense, all defense, and buying 90s at 40K. It was the dumbest, easiest filters I've ever used.
I think I was doing that more with like the 91s. I bought, and I wish I bought more. And this was Friday night was a great night, but 91s like Dwight Freeney, Ty Law, Travis Kelce, Jordan Poyer. Like there was a group of 91 overall team of the weeks that I was buying for like 75, 80K. Because again, you know, the day before they were going for 100K, and I bought them all for 75, 80, and literally sold them the next day for one. Dwight Freeney, I bought, I think it was like 6 or 7 of them for 75 to 80K. 115, like 2 days later, sold them all. There was, I don't know. Yeah, there's a lot to talk about this market. But
the opportunities were amazing. I do want to touch on, like you talked about using mutt.gg.
Even right now, it's a great time, by the way, to like go out and buy. Like I'll just go here. I'll pick a random card right now. I'm on all offense. I'm looking. Someone now, this is a little bit tougher because he's a running back, right? But Joe Mixon has been listed for 159K. I know for a fact I bought one Joe Mixon for 195 and I sold Joe Mixon for 230 to 240 like 2 days ago. You know, picking up a Joe Mixon right now for 159, I think in like 2 days he probably gets back up to 190 and make a quick 10K. Just
for those
simple like that.
For team of the weeks, I would tell everybody to hold. Because tomorrow we have more make rights.
There is a make right. So team of the weeks maybe you want to chill on for tonight, but I mean,
for a lot.
I will say today's been really weird because the market overall is just tanked. Now, see Jerry Rice. Jerry Rice was 170 when we started the stream. He's back up to 205. Yeah,
I think a big part of that was I know I have 39, I think 81 plus packs waiting to open. So the make rights came out today for most feared, right? 92s. People got a choice 92, so that 100% should affect the 92 market, right? Which it did. Finally brought them kind of back in line at 5 something with the rest of the market.
You finally buy 92s at 5 per.
Right. We were all actually just doing it before we started streaming.
Yeah, we were just
and then with the team of the week, 91 pluses tomorrow. Everybody that bought that bundle is getting 2 more.
Yeah,
which is 2 more than we got when we bought the bundle. And that filter was great when we got them. Problem with those though is they typically roll out. We have no idea what time they're coming out. People aren't expecting them because if they're not on the socials, they have no idea it's coming tomorrow, right? So they're gonna log in tomorrow at 8 o'clock and go, oh shit, packs. So tomorrow all day, I think would be great for 91 team of the weeks, and even honestly into Thursday as well, because some people don't play every day, right? They're gonna get on and find their stuff. But I think the market stays down until zero chill.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think it. I think you see a little bit of a little bounce back on Thursday, but like not just nothing.
More staleFlation than anything.
Yeah.
I wanna like Vaded had a comment. All Madden 88s under 20K easy buys. Are you guys targeting at all any 88 or 89 all Maddens?
I still have. I bought a bunch at like 22.
Like, would you go out and like would you say like buy them right now?
I'd buy 1,000 of them. Yeah.
If you
why not? They're like
not for right. So not specifically for all Madden, but 88s at 20K is 4.3 training.
Yeah. It's something that's all great. The best thing you do when like you can make a purchase that has multiple ways of going up in price, right?
Yeah.
One way with the 88s, you can like go up just because training can go up, right? And go up to 29, 30K as well, right? They can go up because maybe they're required. A lot of them are required in 94 all Maddens tomorrow, and they can go up. They also could just go up because, you know, you're 88. I don't know. I'm kind of spewing bullshit right now, but kind of like the best thing you do is like buy cards that have multiple ways of going up in price. Yeah, that's like the safest thing you could do. I was probably a little too aggressive this weekend. Like, to be honest, I was a little bit too aggressive with my Blitz guys, but that's my Blitz guys. They cashed out for me last year, and they're fine back.
See, I bought most of my Blitz guys at 5 per. Even the 991s, I was buying at 50 and 75. So I'm like double stacking my opportunities there.
Yeah, I will say that 91s, it was like Dante Foreman, for example, like he's up to like 70, 79, but like I bought him at an average of 70K. That is at 4.6 per for training, which like isn't bad. I wish I would have been a little bit more patient on buying like the earlier batch guys. Like I know like Max Crosby and those guys. Because
man, if it touched 5, I was buying it. I didn't care. If it was at 5 flat, I bought it.
The problem was, and I didn't realize the ticket offers would have that much of an impact on the Blitz market, but before those ticket offers, I know I'm kind of like veering off into the Blitz market, but I know a lot of you guys probably have Blitz cards and want to hear about it. The Blitz ticket offers, like I watched Max Crosby and like I could have sold. I had bought like 25 of them for probably an 83, 84K average. And before the Blitz ticket offers came into play, he was 108K Friday night, or was it Saturday night? So like when they went back down to like 75, 80K, I just bought a ton. And Max Crosby, I haven't checked up on them to be honest too much, but I probably went a little bit too much into Blitz guys. Brees Hall is going to kill me, but overall, you know, damn, Ed Reed's back down. Ooh, 150 for Brees Hall. Sorry, I'm just taking a peek at the market. But
it's all there's a lot to do. I really did not expect the market to drop off this much today. I know the make rates definitely played a huge factor in it, but like I knew people were going to start panic selling anyway, so I think it's like a combination of all of that.
Yeah, you remember too, some people they want to get any coins they can back, right? Like there's some people who didn't have coins to start with, bought some bundles, now they want to get coins before zero chill, and they're going to sell between now and zero chill, and unfortunately that's going to be the worst thing that they can do. Speaking of make rights, though, sorry, I have Instacart order that apparently there's things wrong because they can't find things. My phone keeps going off. So make rights came out today, right? I think we're all in consensus. I want to wait till tomorrow to open those. There's no extra limited tomorrow, but the limiteds are still in packs. So I never want to open up packs until I can maximize like my chances for good stuff that day, right? So it's typically just waiting one day, right? So there's limiteds, bunch of limiteds in packs today. They'll still be there tomorrow, plus new AKA players. So I think that's my target, is to kind of hit those with the most opportunity for new things, right? Today there's only new Team of the Week guys, and that's it. Which even, I mean, they tanked out today. Like I was seeing them drop quick today, so people must have pulled some good ones. I'll see if maybe they rise up tomorrow with less people buying. Well, actually, no, they might still go down tomorrow with more 91 packs coming out. Tomorrow's gonna be wild again. Jeez, it's like Blitz is still going on, to be honest.
Yeah.
What is it? Clips, you said you have a bunch of 88 and 89 all Madden. Should I sell when the market is higher? Wait for it. That's actually a good question. If the 88 all Maddens like rise to 30K, are you guys selling tomorrow?
Yeah.
Or are you still holding till zero chill?
What's 30 at?
I know, I did the math. It was like, I think it's like 5.8, 5.9. It's just not like.
However, no, if 88s go to 30, that's 6.5.
Okay, but like here's the thing.
I'm taking
if
tax and
the
flex.
rest of the market is
Okay.
staying at 4, you get out, take your profit, and buy more training, right?
That is
Yeah, that is
true.
true.
That is
Right?
true.
Like, if you're good, if you have the time, and they do hit at 30, and they're selling like immediately, because let's get real, if those 88s or 89s are required for sets, like you need extra 88s for that new all Madden set, those are gonna go up a little bit. Sell those off, go back into like the lower end market with more training. Because what are you gonna do? You're gonna eventually quick sell these 88s for training, right? I don't
Yeah.
know. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, that's
Depends,
true.
yeah.
I mean, at the same point, I mean, man,
I don't know.
I know that's smarter, but that seems tedious to me to make
It is.
7,000 per coin. You know what I mean? I know I'm sounding like an elitist right now, but it's like, I'll make 7,000 per coin or per card to go back and buy back in. You know what I mean? I know that's super elitist to me.
Bad idea.
It is not a bad
definitely
idea. It's not a dumb idea for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's honestly, but the thing, it's like time to profit. Like for us, it probably doesn't make a whole lot of sense because we have millions. But like you have like 3-4 million. That like, especially if you want like 20 of them, that's like, I don't know. That's like
See, to me, I think
profit.
I will-
Yeah, that's true.
Right?
I will be super inclined to do that if I can still buy training at 4.5.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
That'll be the driving point. Other than that,
So,
I think
Yeah.
what's your guys' price point to sell? I think I'm hoping for I'm targeting 7, right? I want training to get back to 7, maybe 7.5 minimum before and if it doesn't, I honestly might just quick sell everything, right? If it only goes to 6, I think I'm just keeping everything, quick selling it all, and just going in for presents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your sell point?
I think
Well,
mine's
Best
a
case
little
scenario is
lower,
8.
probably.
There's
But yeah,
8.
No, like best case scenario, like that's like what I'm super hopeful for. I don't think it goes to that. There's no reason for it to go that high. There's
Even
like,
during, I'm talking about like
unless
during Zero
TVP
Chill,
don't
like
go.
during the next month, like what do we think?
It all depends. Does TVPs come before presents?
I don't think TVP.
There's no way,
I don't.
right?
I don't
No?
think that.
No,
I don't-
well,
now
so
it'd be
there's
awesome,
two
but I don't
sides of
think
me,
that.
right? There's two sides of me to that coin. One, I can play devil's advocate on both sides. One, TVPs come out beforehand because it raises the price of training and then forces people to kind of buy packs to get training. But they'll have coins so they can buy training, right? So like, okay, what do we do now? If they wait until after and everybody already has a bunch of training, goes in with a ton of presents, and they get even more training out of presents, and then TVPs come out, like I'm no shit. Like I should be at 1 billion damn coins come January 14th. You know what I mean?
You know what? All these questions, but this is fun. This is much more of a enjoyable market. We actually have to kind of think a little bit rather
Which
than.
is nice.
Yeah, the last 3
It's
months
nice
has
to
been
see.
like buy these on Tuesday, buy
Yeah.
these on Wednesday, sell them on Friday. It was been just so monotonous.
These judgment decisions, man. This is why they pay us the big bucks.
Right.
We gotta get this shit down.
Yeah,
I will
well,
say the selling part is always tough. I think generally, like I think it's a lot easier, and I think I'm better at like knowing when to buy. The sell point
Yeah,
to me is
same.
always a lot because I think
Yeah.
every situation is different. Like for a lot of people, like some
Right.
people might be literally dead broke, and so like selling all Madden 88s on Thursday for 30K might be the move for them. But like for people like us that have, coins to work with, we don't really need anything else. We can have the luxury to hold. So it's
Right.
like, it's just different for every situation. And so I tell people this with the LTD, and like anytime you're selling back a card, it's like based on your situation. Seriously, it's every
really
single
is.
person is different.
Yeah.
It's tough, man.
So more devil's advocate stuff. I want to play this. I'm going to put this on your guys' brain.
like
Clips
it.
brought up a good point. Last time when All Madden 2 came out, TVPs came with them.
Oh,
It would be odd if TVPs went away on a Thursday and then came back the following Thursday. What would you do? If, let's say, TVPs came back on Thursday, what would go through your brain on what to do?
that'd be honestly like good right now. And what if okay, again, also depends on how long they're gonna be in there. If they're gonna be in here till like for 3 weeks, and like you have like a little window to like
Let's say they end the day
after.
before Christmas. They end Christmas Eve.
Jesus. Oh man.
So are you asking like, would you sell like when the TVPs drop, or would you?
Would you
hold it for
sell?
zero
Would you
sell?
re-roll? Would you go all in for presents still? What's the call?
Well, here's the
Oh,
thing. Like the
man.
training's gonna keep going up. Like the longer you wait, the training's gotta go up. Like there's only gonna be a certain amount you can. Like there's only a certain amount of training. I know people are gonna. If there's a training variety pack, I guarantee you, everyone in this chat will be buying a crazy amount of TVPs.
Let me see.
There's gonna be rolling.
So back to the math part, right? So last time, training was down to 10 before TVPs came out. TVPs showed up shoot up to 14 day one, and then got down to 12 and stayed there until they went away?
Bro, it would be. I'm not gonna lie though. It would be. I think it would matter how much like where the TVP market is settles at. Because if it okay, now this is hypothetical. It's probably not gonna happen.
Yeah.
If it went to 10 per, bro, I would have a tough time saying no to that.
Right.
Now if it went to like 6 or 7 and I knew it was gonna be a thing going into zero chill, I probably would hold. But man, if it went up to like 10 per, I don't think I could say no. I don't think I could say no.
Like you just doubled, like you put what, 20 million into it? You just doubled 20 million.
I don't think I could say no. That's a good. That seriously is like a good question.
Right? Yeah, I like that one. That one's super tough.
Because like seriously, if it like goes to 10 per, like it realistically like zero chill go to like 12 or 13. But like it's so hard. It would be so hard to say no to 10 per. So hard.
Yeah. I don't think you can. I don't think you can say no, and then you just
screw it. Drop the TVPs tomorrow. Let's
I know, right? Oh my god. I would probably go half.
Oh. You go half?
I would go half because I always want the presents to open, right? That makes Christmas, the zero chill, so much more fun. If I don't have any presents, I'll wake up Christmas morning like, what'd you guys get? All right, see you tomorrow. And I don't want to do that. If they're opening the presents, that's like a 3-hour stream with just spamming that. You get carpal tunnel by the end of it. But it's so cool sometimes. And the reason that I think I want to go in half on the TVPs is, well, I'll wait for Grant first on Twitter to tell me if they're worth it. Right? If Grant tells me he's pulling 12 to 13 per out of it, I'm like, all right, I'm in. If he comes back like, don't do it, they're at 6, I'm like, okay, never mind. I'll just sell my shit and walk away. So I will patiently wait for Grant to tell me what to do on Twitter. If you guys don't follow Grant, make sure you search him out.
I will Polly. I think that's his hat.
Yeah, I will Polly. Yeah. I'm probably saying it wrong. Yeah, you think we're data nerds? This guy, he's got it down to a size. He's so impressive, man. I love it.
I've actually established like a really good friendship with him, and like, bro, that man, I'm not kidding. He just buys training at super low prices, rolls and does numbers, and he'll just straight up tell you like, yeah, don't do it at this price, do it at this price.
Right. Yeah.
He's the best.
Yeah. He's made it so much easier because before we just kind of like, I know most of us, I would just do it blindly. I'm like, let's see if it's good. Now, every time it rolls out, I'm like, hold on, let me ask Grant. Nope, we're not doing that one today. We're going to move on. Like, and like gospel, right? If Grant says it's no good, then I'm like, nope. I'll pull up Grant's Twitter and drop it in the chat. If you're on YouTube, I'll pull it up on there too. I'll drop it down in the link below so you guys can hit him up.
Yeah, that's good.
Hold up, I don't want to.
It's tough because like I probably would do the same. I probably go in half if they're good. But I still think like if TVPs are gone by Christmas, we could go right back in. So like if we profit, we go right back in.
That's factual. That is. Right? Ooh, man, Adam, God, I hate this. The hardest question we've ever asked on here. Oh my God.
You asked it.
I know,
you were the one
but
that asked
chat hit me up with it. Clips had a good question. I think that's actually really, really smart. Right. I think you roll TVPs early, right? But then you don't have no presents to open. But
that's why I say half, right?
Market goes,
half in presents.
Right? Because then market goes back to 5 on Christmas Day, if not lower.
Yep.
And you just buy everything back in and wait for TVPs to come back. Oh man, this is the weirdest. Like we've always had cycles in the game, right? Remember, it used to be legend cycles and team of the week cycles and bow and nose cycles. Where, like there was shit to like key up on all week long, every week. And then this year, it's in 3 weeks at a time, like TVPs or no TVPs, and that's our only that's our big cycle to work on. So unexpected, and I dig it so much. You have no idea.
It's just very strange. Like it definitely threw a curveball into it, but now it's like pretty easy to understand it, which is I guess good in a way for like people. Like for us, it's not really helpful because like we don't really get to use our brains to find like sneaky ways to make coins, but still I don't mind it.
They took a lot of those away though, you know what I mean? So it's not.
They did anyway.
Thank God these are backings. Otherwise we'd like I guess do team builders and make 1,500 coins. Like what else do you do?
Yeah, because like the stats have just not been good. Like in terms of trading value back, it has not been.
Real quick though, I don't want to say this out loud too loud, but oh my God, team builders are really good.
Oh my God, I know.
Because you could buy 82s for like 700 coins over the weekend, like I did. You're immediately making like 10,000 coins per stupid team builders. Just
and
dumb
they were
profit.
selling within 5 minutes.
Right, for 14,000. That's so stupid. Just I didn't want to mention that out loud, too loud, because I complained about how much I hated them.
Look, team builders are the one thing I think you could tell everyone to do, and they still won't.
They still
Team
don't
builders-
move that much.
Yeah, they're
No,
the
but
best,
I
seriously.
see team builders are weird though because they come in waves, right? They're really good,
do.
then they're a loss, then they're really good. I'd have people doing them like I made this much. I'm like, you made the same amount if you would have sold the card, right? Based on whatever the market was. I'm like, you'd have sold the card, made the same amount. But sometimes, like this past weekend, you could do them for 3,000 or less and sell them for 14 instantly. Which is wow. How do people still need these cards? I don't get it. I did all of those things.
Well,
We're already all done.
No, I think it's for Team Diamonds.
That is true.
Oh, maybe.
you
Yeah, a lot of
need,
people were
some
doing Team
people-
Diamonds over the weekend. God,
some
that
people-
Kevin Huber card, though. I had one in my binder. Thank God.
Yeah, people
Like,
come in
that's
my
what it
chat
was.
saying Team Diamond sets. There's some sets that were pretty good. So
Yeah.
But
that's
the
probably
thing is,
what it
like,
was.
I think every Team Diamond set, like, it was just like a wild card. Any team builder.
There was one
literally
random
every
card.
day.
Oh, okay. I got
It
you.
was,
I got
it
you.
was just a wild card, so you could pick any team builder you wanted. That's why, like, they all sold for like 15K. Like, I was just picking random ones. I didn't even look at prices. I just got it, sold it for 15.
Right,
like,
right.
That was immediate.
Yeah.
So.
So the last topic for the day before we get out of here, because we've already been on for a long time. We had a lot to
I know.
talk about today, though.
You know?
All Madden on Thursday.
Yes.
Last time these came out, the 89s actually took a nice little spike. Because if you had all the new cards, they got a +2 overall boost. Do we think, and the sets, right? There was a set to do 89s into the 93s. Do we think these ones are weird? They're only like 94s. I feel like this is like a cap on for the 93s. Do we think there's not maybe a 93 and 84 combined set? Do we think we see any kind of boost in 93s or tomorrow? Thursday, I'm sorry.
I don't think there. It would. What would the set requirement be? What 193
For a
and, like,
94, yeah, maybe a 93 and 2 89s.
It would be tough. I think what they're gonna do is they just add on to the numbers. Like instead of being 789s for 93, they should do like 10 or 11.
Oh my God, please! I have so many of these cards in my binder.
I don't because the 94s like Matt just 93s had the baby versions that were 88s. 94 should in theory have baby versions that are 89s. So 89s should just be like a 10. And I'll say this, okay, this is as of right now, like if you go to the you just go like the 88s, 89s, and like if you say I think math wise it makes sense, right? Let's just say 1089s for 94. It's only 400K for a brand new 94 card. It does seem, kind of cheap on the
Yeah.
auction house,
Like, compared to what we've seen, like,
What-
right away.
What are
The other
94s right now? We
94s
see are 500K.
Yeah, it's Joe Thomas, then it's up to Darren Woodson at 800. So
Which I just sold today. Thank God. I got to get out of him.
we'll see. They're gonna find a way to
They could-
screw preppers over.
I mean,
with
they
the
could all-
sets, but
But still, price wise though, right? 93s are still overvalued at 208. Okay. I could see it being straight up 393s.
14 all Madden players. I was gonna say
393s would make it
14 all Madden guys.
be a lot.
14.
14?
Wow. I was gonna say I had some. I actually had a little bit of information. I had some positions I wanted to give us predictions on that I know, but this is not 14 positions.
14.
14.
Is that factual?
Wait, what? They just.
Yeah,
Oh my
everyone-
God!
yeah,
It just came out.
Madden.
Live breaking news. 14. I'll pull. I added this for a reason. Think. Oh my God! 14 players will join the All Madden team on Thursday. GMM will be revealing them at 10:30 a.m. tomorrow. We have a stupid picture that you can't see anything because my colorblind ass can't read these. Can they just do magic eyes instead? I asked this in chat the other day. I would prefer these to be magic eyes, and I would like it so much more.
I can't see anything. I see maybe a Steeler.
Yeah, us
Steeler.
colorblind guys can't see anything here.
Maybe a giant on the far right. I don't know.
I don't
Maybe?
know.
I mean, who would?
Oh, maybe Strahan. Does Strahan's due for an upgrade?
Strahan.
You see a
That is
Steeler
true.
here. People are seeing a Steeler here.
I could see Strahan getting a
We'll
card. He's
say.
got an 89s, right?
I
So can
do
see that.
I do know of one card.
Oh,
He may be a Steeler.
Okay, good. Good.
There's actually multiple Steelers. I'll say that. There's
Oh,
multiple.
sweet.
For your Steeler fans out there, you guys think it's Odell? Chat's thinking it's Odell.
Oh, okay.
Wait. Ooh.
Odell could be fun.
That would be fire. I mean, shoot. Let's make these cards the best possible cards because that would just.
They're gonna be
make
94s, I assume, right?
Yeah,
No
yeah.
problem.
And you think
No,
this is the
they'll
last
be
release
94s.
of all Madden?
I don't know. They didn't say. They just said All Madden 3. They didn't say final All Madden drop, right?
I know. But like the thing is, like I didn't expect All Madden this fast either.
Bro, it's not even a month. It's been like 2-3 weeks.
I know.
All Madden 2 to All Madden 3. I'm not complaining.
I have no idea.
I'm not complaining. I
No,
love
no
this.
Mel Blunt. Isn't Mel Blunt the really good like run stuffing corner? No, I run all the time now. I'm running over everybody. Please, no.
That
I
test
don't
back had
mean
Odell?
that.
I'm not gonna lie. I do kind of see Odell.
I would be. That would, I mean, who else would it be? I mean, they have other receivers in their history that were really good.
Plaxico.
Plax got a 91, so 91, 94. We just got a free Plax.
Yeah, that is true.
Oh man, they give you the free one and the new one comes out a couple days later.
Such an EA thing to do,
right?
No, but I actually see Odell. I'm not kidding. I want to see it.
Watch it be a Viking. Watch it be a Lion. You're all wrong.
That's what I'm saying. There's got to be a quarterback, right?
Gotta be a 14.
Who would be the quarterback? Unless they go a lot of like current players.
We still need a Cunningham.
Ooh, somebody's saying Big Ben. Big Ben, the Steelers quarterback.
Big Ben.
Maybe.
Big Ben. We have not seen a Gronk yet.
Gronk. I can see Gronk coming back.
I mean, we're also at the point where I'm thinking like these. We talked about before these 89 legends. I'm like, Vic just got his upgrade, right? We're seeing legends start to get their second round.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. That's why I think like you could see some of those cards.
With 14, bro, I'm taking a look at all the 89 legends. I'm like, all right, who's up? And we found out they don't get powered up, so just get rid of your punk ass low legend pieces.
I want to quickly see the All Madden market. Let's see if like anything's gone crazy.
I looked before we started. It was dead.
Is it? Okay.
It was. I was still buying them at 50 and 40. Or, I'm sorry, 20 and 30. But right before we started, I bought a 89 for 28,000, so it's dead.
But but like you said, there is that reroll. So is the reroll going to stay at 82 plus? You could potentially pull a 94 out of it.
No, it's going up.
Yeah,
it's going up for sure.
It'll probably be
in training wise. Yeah. It's got to go up if they add in the overall to a 94.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
94s, 89s, and 83s would be the like baby versions of these cards.
Yeah.
If there's a real like, I am really. I don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow because you have on one hand you would say like, oh, well, training would go up, but then like there's like the 88 All Maddens would go up and like there's a reroll and training is super cheap, and then the 94s, or the 94 is gonna be like 400k, or are they gonna be like 600k more so? Yeah, it's like you could see if there's 14 94 All Madden guys, and we're saying like you can pre-build them almost for like 400 450. That's surely going to make the high-end market crash, right? It's going to make like 93s.
Yeah, I mean, what are these guys at 500 right now? What did 94's quick sell for? Do we know?
No, I don't.
Oh, I don't know. Sorry, 50,000 for 94s.
50,000, thank you. So, I added in too many zeros. Sorry, dumb math.
Like the 93 All Maddens were like super expensive. Like they were 650. They were 650, 700.
I mean, 94s have to come down at least a little bit. Even right now, the cheapest 94 out there is 500,000. Yeah. Right? Joe Thomas like 500k. That's 10 per training. That is double the rest of the market, if not more. Right? Ideally, I think 94s, even on the high end, at 400,000, that's 8 per. That seems more realistic. Right, so I'm thinking if you build them for 450, that's actually right on target. Right, so maybe I mean, what if it really is 293s and an 89?
That would be expensive.
That's not that. But two of the 93s are. I mean, they're only 200 a piece. Right.
Yeah, so those would go up.
Yeah, they would. But all the ones that I have in my binder right now, I would make out like a damn bandit and build these guys for.
Dude, the 88s go up.
Right. Yeah, everything would. Yeah, because you could build the 93s with 88s. So you're looking at this cascade effect. If everything goes, if it's all Madden has the potential, I think, to go to like 8 per training tomorrow.
If these cards are really, really good, yeah.
With 14, there's got to be some that people are like, that's my new corner, that's my new wide receiver. You need this guy, right? Except, so the ones that I don't usually care about, linebacker, I agree with you. Halfbacks are hard to flip. But god dang, bro, when a new one comes out, everybody swears to God they need that guy to run with.
It's true.
Right?
It is true.
Marcus Allen was at 2 million coins for a long ass time. He's at 700 right now. So if you bought him for 2 million coins, we told you were stupid, and it is facts.
Yep.
So man, like OBJ, Big Ben. Yeah, 14. Like who? I could say the bus comes out too, right? You said lots of Steelers. Like, what if it's Bus and Ben? I'm like, damn, I might. Well, not Ben because Vic's just. I literally won a game 28-0 earlier before we started this, and I didn't throw once.
Woodson, the first one, Rod
Woodson. Oh, sign me up, all in.
Oh, I mean, he has a 90.
He got 90. Yeah.
Give me every new corner and safety, right? I'm all about 0 AP abilities, bro. Line me up. I need more. With 94s out, I'm like, oh, he's getting the goods, right? Like, we're at the good stuff now.
Antonio Brown, Steelers legend.
Ooh. Antonio Brown.
Special, like
Antonio Brown and Deacon Jones got to be a lock, right? No, he's nice. No, Antonio Brown's 95. Deacon Jones was a 96.
Okay, so maybe those are chill.
Yeah, they're not it. They're not it.
I don't know what those were. I don't know what those were.
Yeah, nobody saw anything. Yeah. But that was a 95 AAB and 96 Deacon Jones. I think those are out. Todd Gurley be cool. Oh, Todd Gurley be nasty too.
That would be fun.
Oh, Mr. Vortex, bro. What if they're the present? What if they're the jumbo presents? Deacon Jones and AB could be jumbo presents. Dead serious.
Could be. Yeah. I got Joe just sitting there. He definitely knows all of the.
I know. Joe's like, let me look through the list and try not to react to any words.
Look. I know. Y'all want to get. Look, I just will.
We can't get you in trouble. We don't want to get you in trouble, so don't do anything you can't do.
I'm not gonna. I'll say. Look, I'll say this. Steeler. I'll give you a hint. I'll give you a hint. Y'all, they're getting revealed tomorrow morning, man. It's like
right.
It's not.
I'll give you guys a hint. All right. This card I do know. Defense. Steelers.
Linebacker?
Current player.
Current player.
I already know what that is.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna need him.
We know who it is.
You know the gut fox rant, the gut fox special.
Yeah, I have a new defensive end coming to my team tomorrow, don't I?
Maybe. The best.
Yeah.
No, but actually, what I was actually looking at was Chris Lindstrom is up to 98.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, that's what you're looking at.
So, look, man, I got a lot in Blitz cards, man. This is my.
I know, guys. If you would have saw our group chat earlier, it was literally Joe having a stroke all day.
I'm like, oh my god, I'm stressing, man. These cards aren't getting bought.
Man, oh man. Okay, so far that's Joe's biggest stressor. Adam, do you have any big stressors from this weekend? None. You're safe.
Well, I guess for me, the stress is like the cards I bought like a little bit too early. I guess I was buying some cards yesterday, like a little bit of the higher end cards, and just because I was like, all right, they're good. But then the crash today kind of like dropped them quite a bit. I'm like, ooh, that's gonna be tough if they don't go back up. I still think they go up. I'm not super worried, but like that is my only like big concern. Like the higher end market getting to the point where I just can make like 10, 15K. That's my biggest worry. I'm not worried about training.
Let me see. Let me try to calm some nerves real quick. Though. I'll go back to last year, right? I always like looking at 9091s. They're like the safest, like kind of mid-range card, right? These were like training value cards. So they were at 8.7 on Monday at 9.2, right? Tuesday 10 points, went from 46 to 53, right? So almost no change. And next you go back down to 52, and really stay there until like January till they ever hit 70. So like no big rebound afterwards, right? So whatever it was at, there was no big rebound. This year we're counting way more on presence, and I mean there's still rebound. It's still 8.5 up to 12, right? Or up to 13. So that's still a jump, right? You're still up 50%, right? Which I will gladly take 50% back on every card.
I was saying from the beginning of the Blitz, I was like 30 to 40%. I'm happy. I'm
right. Yeah, we were buying.
I'm good.
So the market value for 90s was 43, right? We were probably buying it like 38, right? You were able to sell them at 69. That's a win. I would take things at 38 to 69, right? To me, that's almost double, right? At what I would buy it at would be double. So right now, if I'm buying, if I was buying 90s at, what was I buying 90s at, like 45 all weekend? Yeah. Almost the same price. If they go to 69, I'm stoked. Oh, right, yeah. That's about 7 per, right? We're thinking things go back up to maybe 7, 8 on a good day, right? So if anything hits 8, sell immediately. 7's our good range, but this year again we have TVPs that are going to throw things for a wild loop again.
And the Blitz last year they were not training during Blitz, right?
Yeah, we just bought cards. Yeah, most of the cards that I bought last year were like 91 team of the weeks that were way overvalued, that tanked, and then went right back up.
Yeah.
Pretty much what Kay and everyone were trying to say is, if you want to do anything right now in the market, just go buy training. It's still the safest thing you do. Just buy training. Try to get under 4.5. It's just super safe.
Yeah.
And then for those that have Blitz cards, hold strong. All right, we're in this together.
Yeah,
we're in this together.
Or if you have any Jim Taylors, hold your breath.
There's like I bought a few. Like I think another mistake I made this weekend. I bought some most feareds. I think it was Sunday night. Bought a few Derwins at like 175, 180. He was like part of the crash today. He went down to like 150, 160. I bought a few more at 150, and he's like chilling 165. You always get a little bit too greedy. I saw my team of the weekend legend flips did so good. So I'm like, let me dabble in the most feareds, and they're kind of biting me, but it's whatever.
Yeah. All in all, I think we're all up and in a really good spot moving forward.
I feel like overall, like I'm not gonna lose coins. Like
no way. Yeah.
Oh no. Yeah. Yeah. I made enough. I think everyone made enough just from like the first few days. At least me personally, I know like my community. I was big
training, man. Just training. I know we're banking on it. It doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I never once went into. I think last year I went in a total of like 1 million into presents, and right now I'm sitting at least probably 5. So worst case scenario, I'm going in for. And I remember I opened up presents. I'm not kidding, for like 2 hours on Christmas morning. So we'll see how it shakes out this year.
Blitz hit stick. You don't ever say that. I never want to see that.
Blitz Redux drop on Thursday. Oh, get out of here.
I never want to see that. I don't want to see that.
Whatever. You know what? I'm okay with Reduxes.
Look, if they drop Blitz Redux, they better drop a TVP with it. That's all.
It'll be as long as it's right. Okay, yeah. Blitz and TVPs better be at the same time then.
Yeah. I don't think we get.
No, Reduxes will be a little while. They'll be after Christmas, I think.
Yeah, I think the only thing they could Redux. I don't know if they Redux Blitz. They usually wait a while.
Aren't they in like presents?
I think they are.
No, the Blitz.
The limiteds, I think, are.
The Blitz champions are. The Blitz players weren't last year.
Yeah, but like I'm just saying,
the big ones though.
I think we're
the big ones. Yeah,
on Redux version of those because I don't think they're gonna give us.
I do think though, since like we're probably gonna get a Redux present, I do think we get 93s Redux probably like a week or two before Christmas, just like put them in the game because I guess like they do a Redux present only for 92 Reduxes max. It's kind of like iffy. I could see them Reduxing 93s before Christmas rolls around.
I could see them being in presents, like maybe like one of the jumbo presents is a 93 Redux.
Yeah,
that'd be a good fit. Any other last thoughts for the week here, gentlemen, before we go ahead and throw this out? We have a cool raid tonight, though. I need everybody to go over and hype this man up, though.
No, I think we covered pretty much everything. It was
we can honestly talk for another 2 hours about
Good, yeah, but I'm still so exhausted from this weekend that I am gonna go not snipe anymore. I'm actually just gonna hang out, I think, and I'm gonna debug from Madden and go play some Warzone, I think, for a little bit tonight, and then go to bed.
Warzone.
Yeah.
I've been so late. I mean, on the update. I was gonna get the update. I got sick. Didn't get the update.
Oh man.
Friends are asking me to play. I'm like, yeah, I don't got the update. I can't play.
Right. All right, so chat, everybody, appreciate the heck out of you guys for watching out. If you're on YouTube, appreciate you for hanging out for the last hour and a half. This is a really good combo. We were gonna do it again next week. We'll recap what goes through with AKA, how all Madden breaks down, and then it'll be the deep dive. We should have info by then into Zero Chill on what we're gonna do. And if we don't see you between now and TVPs, go half. Go half. Don't go all in. But yeah, that's it. Appreciate it.
Wait, Fred streams?
Yeah, Fred streams. Guys, we're going to raid Fredzilla. If you guys don't know,
I didn't know he streamed.
I was in his stream the other night. He's such a nice guy, man.
He's a great dude, man. He's a great dude.
Wait, is this new? This has to be new. It is new.
Within the last 2 weeks. He just started.
Oh my god. Look, and I'm gonna say this. That man, watch him play Weekend League because it is hilarious. He has no filter. No,
I love it.
The thing is, he's a very nice person, but man, he has no filter when it comes to his opponent.
I can tell you this, Fred, I've only known via Twitter and or streams. But I swear to, like, it feels like I've known him for years, right? Just like, he's so personable and such a good dude. He had a health scare not long ago. So glad he's all better.
I'm sick, and he's DMing me every day, making sure I drink my water and
Right.
hydrate, like,
He's he's
like,
such a
don't
good
worry,
dude.
dude.
Super
Yeah,
humble.
dude.
So go say what's up to Fredzilla. We'll see you guys again later on this week. Enjoy the rest of your nights. Peace out.